right. Let me make sure we're looking good here. What's going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday to you all. We're going to get things queued up here on my phone so I can see comments, questions, thoughts, ideas, hearts, thumbs up come through. If this is your first time joining live, welcome. Super excited that you are here. Welcome to the Six Figure Live show. I'm just going to get my phone queued up here so I can see everyone. Come on in. We've been working a little bit more on the office today, just getting the meeting space lined up. It's looking incredible. I can't wait to show it to you guys. Really excited about that. All right. Let's see here. Almost got everything queued up. Oh, wait, I got to connect to the internet. If this is your first time live, watching live, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to get a chance to say hi to you. Thank you guys for showing up. It means the world to me. Okay, cool. All right, we're good. Kristen, what's up? Glad you are here. This is great, isn't it? It's freaking great. Okay, you guys, welcome to the Six Figure Photography Show. Six Figure Live. Sorry, I just got off the podcast. I almost did the Six Figure Photography podcast intro. Side note, I just recorded another episode of the podcast with Chris Scott. Talked all about IPS, in-person sales. It was amazing. It's probably going to go, so Jasmine Star's episode's going live this week on the next day or two. But this one with Chris is going to be up in a couple weeks, and it was really freaking good. And so I'm really excited to get that one out to you guys. But this is Six Figure Live. Look, if you've been listening to the podcast for a little while, I've been talking about Six Figure Live as just another opportunity to continue to learn. Really, the entire purpose of Six Figure Live is for me to be able to show up every single day rather than once a week, and to be a voice in your life, in your business, to help you move the needle, to give you that inspiration, direction, motivation that you need, that we all need, that I personally need. So that's the other reason is I do it for myself. And the other thing that's great is I love this. Mikkel, what's up, my man? I love the fact that Haley's joining, that Mikkel is here, Kristen's here, other people are coming in. That's what I love. I love the chance to actually interact with you rather than waiting for a workshop or a conference that I'm speaking at or something like that to be able to talk to you guys. And so that's what's going on. You guys, I wanted to talk about scarcity mindset, fear-based mindset, poor man's mindset. There's a number of things that you could call this. There's some little subtle nuances between the three, but scarcity, fear, and poor mindset. Because a lot of people have asked me, why do I come out here? Why do I have the podcast? Why do I do these live videos that essentially teach my competition how to grow their business, how to be better at their business, how to be better photographers, how to deliver more value to their clients. Why do I do this? Why do I show up every day and try to put myself out of business by helping out all the other photographers? I think that so many photographers are just trying to hold on to everything, right? And to stay separated from everyone else, and so they can get the client and they can get the bride and they can get the gig and they can make the money. I've been kind of challenged on this a few times in terms of why I do that. And so I wanted to make this episode to kind of give you guys an idea, because this is something that that I so wholeheartedly believe in, more than just in business, but in my whole life. I've seen the results of growth from this. And it ultimately comes from this. It ultimately comes from my belief that the more that you give, the more that you will be blessed, right? I believe this in life, not just in business. And so let's talk about this scarcity, fear-based mindset. This is the belief, and it's the fear that there's not enough. It's the fear that there's the way that I've seen this described is there's only one pie out there, and if someone takes a piece of it, then that's a piece that I don't get to have, right? It's the fear that if other people win, that means I lose, right? It's the fear that that if you don't protect what's yours, that other people are going to come and they're going to take it. This is actually the overly attached girlfriend meme, right? If you want to put this in to really understand the negative concept of fear-based mindset, scarcity mindset, that I've got to protect it, otherwise it's going to be taken from me. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The overly attached girlfriend meme, where the girlfriend is like, she's got that big crazy smile. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? And you hold on to something so tightly, And the crazy thing happens when you hold on and you try to protect something so tightly and you fear that it's going to leave you, suddenly it ends up leaving you, doesn't it? Right? Suddenly, this is like the hoarding. This is why people hoard their possessions, or they hoard their knowledge, or they withhold their care for their people, right? They don't show affection because they're scared. It's all about fear, right? You guys, something really interesting happens. Like fear and gratitude cannot coexist. Right? Fear and gratitude, they can't exist in the exact same time. And so I have to choose to always live my life trying to be grateful for everything that I have and to help bless others, if only to keep myself from living in fear. I've seen other photography businesses, by the way, that I've seen them run their business in fear. I've seen what it does to their employees, right? I've seen what it does when you start running your business with an idea that these are my secrets. This is the way that I do things, and even with the employees, like, no, you can't take that camera equipment out, because if you do, you'll go shoot some event and maybe someone else will hire you and they won't hire the company. This is and there's some stuff here that is we could go either way, but even like a non-disclosure, I'll be real. I didn't have Ben Adams and Stephen Lowe sign a non-disclosure agreement simply because I didn't want to live my life in a scarcity, fear-based mindset. Here's the deal, you guys. This is complete real. Ben Adams and Stephen Lowe could quit. They could leave Style and Story Creative and go start their own thing. And they could take everything that we've built together and go do their own thing. And you know what? God bless them. This is the belief that people are always more important, that this little thing that I've made right here, Style and Story Creative, as successful as a business as this isn't it. If Ben decides to leave, it's because it's going to be better for his family. It's because I believe the best in him and it's a better choice for his family, and I would want to support him in doing that. And at the same time, understand this, you guys. There's this whole community over competition thing, right? You guys have heard this, community over competition. F that. Like, look, there's still competition. If Ben leaves, he's my competition, but they're not mutually exclusive, right? You get that. You can have competition, but you can also help your competition, right? I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for competition, because competition makes me better. Competition makes the entire industry better, right? This is like commerce, you know what I'm saying? But community also has made me better, right? And so I also wanted to say that as well. But look, a couple thoughts on this. These are not fully developed thoughts. This is not like the end-all be-all on some idea. This is just like, I'm kind of just ranting here. I also, side note, think that past generations have a harder time to this. They're more susceptible to the scarcity, fear-based mindset. And it's actually, you guys, it's not their fault. It's solely because of the way that they were marketed to. And I say this really intentionally, right? When I say we're marketed to, I talked about this in the confidence video. The way that most marketing, most advertising works is it takes a flaw in you and it magnifies it. It reemphasizes that flaw. It tells you you're flawed. It makes sure that you understand that. And then it tries to sell you something to solve that flaw. And I think past generations in particular were more susceptible because they were constantly marketed to this idea that there were secrets out there. There was this mystique that was out there. It was all about IQ. It was about what you knew. And if you could go and learn the thing and then keep it to yourself, no one else could learn it. But you guys, IQ doesn't matter anymore. It's out the door, right? It's all like it's all here. Who gives a shit about IQ? I don't care. I'll just Google it and I'll learn it. Like, the thing that will always separate you, that will separate your business, is your EQ, your emotional intelligence, your empathy, and of course, putting in the work. You get that, right? And so look, the other thing is, if someone is actually going to win at business, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if they've learned it from me or they haven't, if I've tried to hold it back, because if someone's actually going to win, they're going to put in the work and they're going to learn it one way or another. And I'd much rather be on the winning side of that, the gratitude side of that, the value side of that, of reciprocation, of giving back to people who are already on the trajectory of winning. Because it's not like I'm going to hold them back, right? And on that note too, you guys, if other people win, you can still effing win. You get that, right? Like, especially wedding photography. This is one, like, people are always going to get married, right? There is enough business for everyone. There is enough business for everyone. And I fully believe that. Here's the deal, you guys. The other reason that I don't mind sharing everything is simply because I also know this. And take this, I want you to take this a certain way, because I'm going to say something and it might rub some of you the wrong way, but I want you to take it. And if it rubs you the wrong way, then I want you to actually do something about it. Do you understand me? If I say something and you're like that asshole, then I want you to actually do something about it. Because here's the deal. I can show up every single day and I can tell you what to do. I can tell you how to win, right? But it's the amount of people who are actually going to execute on that are few and far between, right? So, and again, the ones who decide to execute on the advice that I give, they're going to execute either way, right? You're going to execute either way. And so if you just heard me say that and you were like, that really? Well, then do something about it. Execute on it. Prove me wrong. But understand this, like the more that I help, right? Like nothing's black and white. It's not community, by the way, over competition. I've already said that it's not community over competition. There's a gray area, right? And the difference is I want my competition to win. Like there's still competition. You're still my competition. Understand that. I'm coming for you. You're still my competition. But I also want you to win, because if you win, this does three things. One is if you win, you win. God bless you. If you win, I win too, right? And the reason I win is because the overall industry wins. The overall industry wins because brides are going to receive more value. They're going to receive tangible products. They're going to receive more value. They're going to come to expect more value from other people. That also is going to come with a higher rate, right? It's going to bring the overall industry up in terms of charging, but it's also going to do something to me. It's going to light a fire under me. You get this, right? This is why competition is important, because if you win, I see that and it motivates me and it makes me want to crush you. And it should do the same to you as well, but you still also help one another. It's pulling at both ends. Again, this isn't black and it's not white. It's a gray area and it's beautiful. It really is. We need to understand and value competition for what they are, but also come to help one another. The other reason that I give away everything, that I come out here and I share with you guys everything that I know, is because really two things. Again, I need this to be true in my entire life. If I'm going to be someone who believes that the more that I give, the more that I'll be blessed, like if I'm going to be someone who understands that fear and gratitude can't coexist, then I can't just do that in my personal relationships. I can't just do that in my family dynamic. I can't just do it with my daughter and my wife and my best friends and when I go to church. You understand this, right? It has to permeate all of my life. And so I have to give. I have to build into other people. Like I need to do this too, because if all I'm doing is making something for myself that wins, it's not fulfilling enough, to be quite honest with you. The fact that I have a successful studio that brings in money, it's not fulfilling enough for me. Like it's not. What's fulfilling to me is to get that email from you that says, "Holy crap, you just changed my whole year." Like the thing that I learned from you has changed the whole way that I think about photography and the whole way that I think about my clients. And it's actually changed my life. It's changed my wife and my relationship. It's changed the life that we're now able to afford. It's changed the way that I treat my clients. Like to me, I need to be a part of something that is bigger than myself. And while Style & Story Creative as a photography studio is technically bigger than myself, it's not really. It's not really. I need to see other people win. I need to be able to give back, because to me, that's what makes me tick. That's what gets me going. That's what makes me go to bed with a smile on my face, right? And so it's also that. There's so many reasons behind this, but please, you guys, to hold on to something so tightly and to try to protect it, it will only do the opposite. It will only push it away. There are no more secrets. There's no more secrets. There's no more mystique. It's all about the work you put in, and it's all about empathy and value that you give back to people, right? And that's what I'm trying to do. So I think this is a really important topic to talk about, because again, of the two sides of it. It is not actually just community, that it's all community and no competition. I think we get ourselves into a real weird situation when we start doing this. Look, I love the shit out of people here in Columbus, all the other photographers. I'm going to help them. If someone reaches out to me, I'm going to help them, but you're still my competition. You're still my competition, right? And so there it is. That's no BS talk. And so there you go. You guys, thank you so much. I guess let me see what people are saying here. Let's see here. Jessica, because everything is different. This includes photographers. Awesome, awesome, awesome. My husband and I are both photographers, and we're quite competitive with each other, which makes us even better. So good. So good. Kristen says, I've been waiting to meet someone like you with such great advice and want to help others out. Awesome. Jessica says, thank you for never BSing us. Jessica, I really appreciate you saying that. Like, here's the deal. Some of the things I say, they might rub people the wrong way, but it's all going on up here. I think that there are so many photographers who are educating, and I think they're educating from an idealized kind of platform. I think they're also educating from a platform that is being politically kind of influenced by the sponsors and the things that come their way. And part of this too is, I'm not going to go down that path, but anyhow, I want you guys to win. I really do want you guys to win because it's going to make me better. So anyhow, thanks again, you guys. I'll be coming live for you guys tomorrow. It'll be Thursday. We'll see. Who knows what I'm going to talk about? Something's going to pop into my tiny little head, and I'm going to come out here and I'm going to talk, and I hope that it inspires you guys. And so I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for commenting, for sharing this stuff. If you find this valuable, please go share this stuff. I would love that. It would mean the world to me to continue to reach to reach more people. By the way, again, check out the podcast. Jasmine Starr is going to be on it this week. I'm really excited about that. She's got some great value. It was a wonderful conversation. So anyhow, you guys, go get things done. Don't live in fear. Don't live in scarcity. There's enough. There's enough for everyone. You can win and I can win. And I love that. You can win and I can win. And if you win better than me, I'm coming for you. Just remember that. I'm coming for you. All right. Cheers, you guys.